What's up, guys, and welcome back to LA Noire. This is the Gas Man. Somebody getting set up here? Or what's happening? I don't know. This is going to be our first case on the Arson desk. Newly demoted. We're getting our D-dub.
Okay, everyone. Keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the Arson squad today. How'd you like pork in that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the Arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffens' family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you.
So they could be linked.
Get out!
It could be an arsonist.
So I gave him a dusting.
Could just be kind of a random freak accident. Who knows? But I guess that's going to be the point of us working these cases. So we are in a completely new police office here. Completely new headquarters. Gonna have to figure our way around. Man, oh man, does this hurt, dude. We've been demoted. Everybody knows. Everybody knows the story. Everybody's gonna make fun of us. It's gonna be hard to work our way back up from the bottom, but
Did you read about the woman who stabbed her husband and then pushed him in front of the car?
technically we've been here before. You know what I mean? So it's not like we can't do it again. Here we go. It's gonna be the new whip. Looking like a Christmas tree. Gonna go to the Steffens house fire. Luckily, they weren't home when it happened.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? We'll look somewhere else.
Oh, come on, man. We could be
So
friends.
this is how it's going to be, partner?
I already told you, I don't do partners. I seen you on your first day, hero. Walking into the station with your chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation. You wouldn't have given me the time of day. And now you need somebody, and that somebody's supposed to be me. Well, it's not gonna happen.
That's quite a speech. I heard you were the strong silent type.
You cracking wise, Phelps?
No, Biggs. I'm breaking the ice.
Just drive, hotshot.
Herschel, you and I are gonna get along just fine, buddy. I promise. Once you get to know me, I think you'll like what you see. This thing's been burnt down to the ground. Down to the foundation. Entire lives just
There isn't much left.
disintegrated.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in your face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello,
Or it could have
Mike.
been a targeted thing.
Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffens' family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
You don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house, in the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
Well, take a look around. Come on, Phillips.
You gotta have insurance, man. That is crazy. So it looks like we want to do some exploring here, see if we can find anything. Looks like we've got, what is this here? InstaHeat.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Okay. Matthew Ryan's been servicing it for the past 3 years. Looks like they're pretty regular on their service log, which is good, once a year. That's something I need to do a little bit better with, but okay. So got our first clue here. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I mean, like, obviously I've watched, like, you know, criminal documentaries and murder documentaries and stuff like that. I don't really know how to handle a fire. I don't have the first idea. Looks like we've got a brick out here. Guess we just kind of check the outside. Maybe go up into it if we can. Nope, can't walk up that. Let's go check the inside then. See if we can find any clues in here. Principles of color and color mixing. One of the only things that made it. There's a chest of drawers over there. Melted the pan. That's not going to do anything for us. A shoe.
I don't think this is going to help us.
Can't imagine that actually means anything. I'm really just kind of listening for the audio clues. It dings every time we're close to something. I don't think this. And there's the lawnmower over here. Let me check this. It's nothing. Okay. I don't think there's much to go on for us here. I think we're gonna go over and talk to the husband. Seems like the wife isn't really in condition to do so.
Mr. Steffens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Now that seems suspicious.
Sure.
Like maybe the prize company is messing them up.
Formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Gulliver's travel agency. Traveling to Catalina Island, 6 p.m. Shoot September 18th. Interesting. It's weird that they would earn that prize and their house happens to burn down right at that exact
Can you tell
moment.
me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
So they want to flatten these buildings, and they just so happen to get a free trip, and then their house was burnt down. I believe him.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. Lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
This doesn't seem legit at all.
The Redevelopment Fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away.
They did this on purpose.
But I never bargained with them.
Are you sure you didn't bargain with them? He got a little bit weird at the end of that. He looks confident, though.
GI houses?
Yeah, something like that.
Got it wrong.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
So he did try to bargain with them. They obviously didn't meet on a price, so they set him up and burnt his house down.
What's with him?
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
There's definitely something wrong afoot here. Now where's... Oh wait, hold on. Looks like we've got a game well call that we can go do. I was gonna say, where's this other house that burnt down? If it's in this same neighborhood that they're trying to develop, then that's a double whammy. But let's use the game well. I'm not sure what we're maybe calling about the travel agency or something, or the
Phelps,
whatever
badge
it is,
1247.
whatever gave them the ticket.
How could I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
That's what I meant.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks.
And I bet it's in those private investors' best interest that they speed up the process of building this stuff. Elysian Fields, building a better California. So when somebody was in the way, you know, look at all these demolished houses, all these empty houses that people have walked away from. You can see it sold. Theirs was one of the only ones on the block that hadn't sold, so they had to get rid of them. Instead of paying them more, why not send them on their way on a cheap little trip and then burn their house down so they don't really get a choice? Let's go see what's going on at the Sawyer fire.
Fires?
This is Arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
Now, I will say, Herschel, my driving is something you're going to have to kind of get used to. It's a bit questionable at times. I just like to get to places where I want to be as quickly as possible. All right, bro? I'm just trying to do us all a favor.
Meet the officer. 211 just occurred at 253 Main Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
You're going to feel like you're in a Fast and the Furious movie, bro. Shoot the gap. But yeah, dude, it looks
Cut it out!
pretty sketchy as of right now. I wouldn't say that these two are necessarily linked. I don't know how it works. I feel like in the past, most criminal cases were always linked together if you did two in one day, but maybe Arson's different. Maybe we'll have two different storylines going at the same time. I have no idea. Or are they? That's another billboard for Elysian Fields. Okay, maybe it is linked. There's something afoot here. Something afoot.
Hi, Albert. We've got this case.
Hey, Biggs. You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of Arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater exploded.
Hey, another one.
Looks that way. InstaHeat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Okay. So a similar issue here on the same night. Oh my goodness, the kids. Oh, that is okay.
Mal.
Don't look at it. Oh,
Stick it
dude,
out?
come on.
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning.
Okay, that's
Burns are
good.
superficial.
Time of death.
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in Arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
I've always liked Carruthers. He's been a good man to us. Hopefully there's not like another big plot twist where it's gonna completely wreck my world again. Just like finding out that Cole Phelps is a literal piece of human walking trash. What is this? Is a pipe over here? Oh, I thought that was gonna be part of it maybe. You have anything over here, bro? Nothing? So yeah, I'd be interested if we can find the heater here. Oh, they had a dog too. I hope the dog's okay. I'd be interested to find out if the same technician services this heater as well. I don't know where we would find the heater though. Last time it was just kind of laying on the side of the house. Oh, this is it up here. This thing. What do we have? Oh, it's taking us to this. Oh, this.
Biggs, is this significant?
That's what we saw in the intro. Somebody was tampering with that.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps, can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
These shiesty mother suckers.
The guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire. Hurry, you can still catch him.
Oh, shoot. All right. Get back here, you mother sucker. You like fires, huh? You little pyromaniac. Get back here.
Stop! LAPD!
Did you kill this family?
Got an ID on you, Firebug. Stop right there!
Did you kill this family? Because I'm not going to let you go, son. I've already ruined one family in the last episode. I'm not going to let you do anymore.
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
Tell me he is a screwdriver.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Got a theory about this as well, Mr. Sir.
This case. If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
That's that tenacity I like to see. All right, so what do we want to do next? I feel like we probably... Could we have... It says we've got something else at the house fire. Is there something else? Hold on. Let me go out here. We didn't actually walk through the house, so I'll see if we can walk through. We've got music, so we're missing something. And this stuff is still burning, bro. Why is it the same book?
To the case.
But he says it doesn't pertain. Okay. We've got it. Ah, we could see the clock when the clock went out. Okay. Guess that's not something he actually wants either, though. What is that? Just a fan? Okay. I mean, a couple more pieces there, but apparently nothing to get too excited about. I mean, do I want to...
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Do I want to look at that? I don't.
Never the same.
But I want to get all the intel. We still don't have it. What could we be missing? I don't know, dude. I can't figure it out. I'm not sure. There's doesn't appear to be anything. We ran around a couple of times and I never really noticed anything. So I guess next up, oh, it's crossed off now. I guess we just had to look at the bodies. It's not really something I wanted to do, but we're gonna go talk to this travel agency. Technically, the travel agency doesn't have to be behind it. They could just be hired, and they could kind of be an accessory. You know what I mean? Not a middleman, but they may not even be aware of what's happening. Somebody could be completely taking advantage of them, or they could actually be involved in. I don't know. Either way, it's definitely corrupt in some sense or form. Sorry about your car, bro. I'm just doing my thing. Like I said, I like to get there, and I like to get there fast. It's not always in one piece, but you'll get used to it. Oh, we almost split the gap on that one. Gulliver's Travel Agency, 9:58 a.m. Kind of an interesting display there. I like it. Seems like a legitimate business.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
All right. So let's see. The Pern family tickets are on hold. Boyle family, Steffens family of 5 flying boat to Catalina Island. They've been collected. Steffens are the first one, right?
Here they are. Steffens.
And then what was the other one? The Sawyer family, family of 4 flying by boat to Catalina Island. Canceled.
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue.
Yep. All right.
Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
He's telling the truth.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Feel like he got kind of weird there. He started shifting around. He's now looking around. That boy lying.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Thanks for your help. No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
So that's what I figured. This company, they're not a part of the bad stuff, but they're corrupt in the fact that they're fixing the prizes that the Suburban Development Fund is, you know, requesting them to. They shouldn't do that. And they should know that there's some weird stuff going on there. I mean, they're not guilty, but they're complicit.
You want to check out the Suburban address?
Great partners must think alike, Reginald.
Start of a budding great partnership, baby. So let's go check out this Suburban thing. It's weird because some of the first people we asked about it thought it was a legitimate government business, but other people, including our boy back there, have said that it's not an actual government business. So I'm curious as to which one it is. It sounds like it's just a corrupt fund of guys with a bunch of money who want to make more money, and they have no issue burning down people's homes and destroying their lives to be able to get it. You know what I mean?
No!
I think that's kind of what's happening here. I mean, I feel bad. I probably could drive a little bit more careful here, Trev. Let's reel it in a bit. We're being a little bit aggressive today, but at the same time, your boy's at the bottom of the barrel, bro. It's not like my career can get much worse. Elysian Fields Development Site. I thought this was supposed to be the Suburban Development Company.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help.
Huh. Real funny, again.
The Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Looks like we're gonna go to Fire Station 32 now.
32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Definitely something sketchy going on here. As I said, these investors, which the development company is one of the primary investors and seems like they're behind this, they have one goal in mind, and it's money. They don't care about anything else. They just want these plots to open up so they can build, they can fulfill their contracts, and they can get paid. The sooner that happens, the less they have to pay out, the more they end up making in the end, and it appears that that's exactly what's happening. They've set up this facade of a company that's given out these trips. They don't want to be murderers. Obviously, they didn't intend to murder the second family here, but it's still extremely illegal and just highly frowned upon. So here we go. Fire station number 32. Should be kind of interesting. Haven't been to one of these.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
It is.
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
All right. I don't think it's the same guy, is it? I don't remember the first guy's name.
I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
I mean, is it that? What was this piece? I don't know what I'm doing, sir. I have no clue what you're talking. Okay, and then I'll put this piece here, and then we'll put the balloon.
Good, your regulator's in position.
Am I getting it right? No. I'm assuming the balloon goes on the end, right, to be close to the fire?
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Ah, okay.
Okay, I'll light your pilot, turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Okay, so I'm still a little confused. They're just saying that they messed up this regulator thing so that it builds up the gas, and eventually the gas gets to a point that it hits the contact of the cigarette or the mosquito repellent coil or whatever it is, and then it explodes, is what they're saying. Like it was a setup.
We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any.
At least we'll know where we've been if we try to retrace our steps.
They kind of erratically changed lanes. I'll be honest with you. Stinks kind of messed up his little cutscene there. We haven't done the best driving today, I'll give you that. But they did. I mean, I was gonna go around them to the right and pass them on the right side, which you shouldn't do, but it's a video game. Like, come on. I know I'm driving like crazy, but they swerved into the right lane at the last second. Gotta watch out for that, Trev. Gotta be a defensive driver, not an offensive one. I will never learn. Oh my gosh, we're good. Whew. Sneak right through there. So yeah, the little science, chemistry experiment that we had back there, I'm not sure why we had to do that. I mean, we know that these fires are being done on purpose. There's no doubt about that. So this is the InstaHeat factory, and hopefully they're going to be able to give us the lowdown on what's happening here. Now, one thing I do want to check before we go inside, I just want to make sure we have our facts straight. Let's check our clues here. So we're going to look at the, Matthew Ryan is the one that inspected the Steffens family heater. And then Varley, Reginald Varley, is the one that inspected the Sawyer family heater. Both were regularly inspected. There really shouldn't have been any issues. If you're responsibly taking care of your equipment, it shouldn't go boom. Which makes us think there's something different
LAPD
afoot.
detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasic. You should find him in his office.
Okay. Ivan Rasic.
Mister, a man like you always loses a battle of wits because you're unarmed. See him? Saw his picture in the paper. Worked that case with the lady cut up like the Dahlia.
Is this Ivan right here?
What the hell?
Oh, manager over here. Sorry. Oh, wait.
We can do for policemen in this city.
We had a clue here. Gas-lined water heater.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
$82.50 cash. Okay, so the manager is in here. And boy, oh boy, do you have some splaining to do, sir.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, Arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle.
It's upside down.
Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
We saw that in the
So you're
cutscene
telling
at the
me
start.
This is not a manufacturing fault or service repair.
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
I think you're lying to me.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
I mean, it's not really their fault, though. Like, if people are choosing to install that, that's their choice. Nobody said it was ever going to be perfect.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
I feel like he's lying. I don't know if we use bad cop or accused, though. Because we do have the two... Matthew Ryan... Reginald Varley. Do we just use one of those? I'm thinking we use one of I don't know how we would know who was bad. Maybe we can do them both in one.
I think you're lying, Rasic. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
I mean, either one of these guys.
What about Matthew Ryan?
You know about Ryan, huh? All right, he's been in some trouble, I know that. He's done his time.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasic?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
So these criminals could be working for this Elysian company.
There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole list.
I mean, I don't think we have a choice.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Those guys could definitely be kind of working both sides, you know what I mean? Where's his phone at over here? They could be working for this Elysian company because they install them. It makes sense that they would be close to them, and then they set them up for failure and get paid on both ends. Wouldn't put it past them.
Phelps, badge 1247.
I don't think InstaHeat is at fault. I think there's a bad egg.
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective. Run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Fantastic dialogue here.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Walter Clemens.
Thanks.
You son of a gun.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
That's our first guy.
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
What?
Thanks. You've been a big help, young man.
So we've got 3 solid leads now.
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasic. Desperate times indeed.
Yo.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Not for our type of police work. We do whatever the heck we want, bro.
Here. Happy now?
All right.
Stick around, Mr. Rasic.
So this is Walter Clemens right here.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Law and Authority and Anarchist Essay. Okay. So it looks like that's all I can do there. Peter Kelligrew. What were the other names? Matthew Ryan. Whoa! Why do they have so many copies of this? Why?
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Looks like this guy's the one distributing them. So that's good. Oh, wait, hold on. It looked like we might have something else we could grab in here. The pliers, maybe?
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Can we check the boxes? Can we check his shoes? No, it's only those two things. Do we miss something on the first guy? I feel like when we backed out from the book, it kind of automatically kicked us out. No, that's the only thing. Okay, so Matthew Ryan is distributing these. We've got Reginald Varley over here. This is the one that he vouched for, and he's got mosquito.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
Real interesting, because that's something that you could use. We talked about that earlier. Okay. Good to know.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasic?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Again, I don't think this guy is, I don't think he's
3 birds.
Guilty of
Clemens,
anything.
Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Real happiness is when you
I think
marry
he's
a girl for love and you
cutting corners and stuff. I don't think he ever intended for anything like this to happen, but that's what happens when you cut corners. Nothing we can get him on, though. You know what I mean? Like, he's innocent, but one of these 3 guys is not. Back at it again. He's doing it to more homes. He's got a maroon vehicle. Can't we contact the company that's been calling winners and stuff and tell all these people to get the heck out of their homes? I feel like that would be what I would want to do. All right, we're going to go to Clemens' work site to start things off here. Let's just go down the list and see what we can find. We definitely need to be warning these people sooner rather than later. Clemens' work site, 6:41 p.m. He's working on something.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers, and we want them quick.
Okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
He doesn't have the maroon truck, though. So as long as the cutscenes are being real with us, it's not him. So this is Walter Clemens. He's 26 years old. He's a gas fitter for InstaHeat. Let's see what he knows about Varley.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
He's your coworker. There's no way you don't know him.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting, Clemens?
Whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
Huh. Real weird. Okay. I mean, we've got our man.
You're licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
You're not licensed, though.
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spicks 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watch it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
You know what? Good for you, bro. I'll respect it.
You did the right thing.
Biggs. Okay. What about your knowledge of Ryan?
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
He's lying, and we... Hold on a second. Let me... Not. I wanna look at our evidence here. Matthew Ryan was the one that had the books for distribution. I'm getting some of the names mixed up. I'm pretty sure Clemens is who we're talking to, right? Let me make sure here. Walter Clemens. He was the one with the book in there. So Ryan had the boxes of books, Clemens had the book, and then Reginald had the mosquito thing, and we think it's Reginald now. But this guy's lying because he has the book from Matthew
You and
Ryan.
are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
Well, I looked through your work locker, bro. Clemens anarchist pamphlet.
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
This guy's innocent.
You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
You're good, bro.
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Yeah. I think it could be Matthew Ryan. They could be trying to throw us for a loop here, but I feel like with his statement there, it kind of pretty much solidifies Varley. Ooh, it wants us to go to Varley next. I guess that makes sense. We have a pretty damning statement against him.
If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
Oof. That's what you guys do down here in Arson, huh?
That's nothing to be ashamed of.
Sounds boring.
I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
Looks like it's halfway through the block down here, so we're just gonna do. Oh shoot!
Oh, for
sorry.
God's sakes!
Just do a little bit of off-roading. We'll get there quicker. Oh! Ah! Well, I'm gonna.
Any ideas?
I'm gonna straighten my tie, and we're just gonna walk away from that one. I was not expecting there to be a giant ditch there. I love how they got us. So this is this a maroon? I mean, it's more red than maroon.
LAPD, Varley. Stop or I'll shoot.
Should have known.
Stop or I will shoot.
Got him! Right as he was rounding that corner, dude. Beautiful work. We haven't done one of those in a while. We started messing it up towards the start.
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guest is
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Let's go. And our car respawns. So now we're gonna go into to check on Ryan. We don't have solid proof yet. We have very good proof. I think we have enough to put that dude away. But I don't want to leave any stone unturned. You know what I mean? It's not 100% guaranteed. We know he was the one getting kickbacks.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, Arson Squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan.
Shoot.
Son of a bitch.
I knew it. These guys are all sons of biscuit-eating bulldogs.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
Surprise, mother sucker!
Take this guy out.
Okay. He got around us twice, bro.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Ooh. Only if they hear him coming.
He flips.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
Just a little pinch to grow an inch, bro. Where is he?
Show
he's
me
in
your
the car
hands.
still. I was going to say, did he get out and run? Because I'll be really upset. That was a bit of a failed chase there. But thought I had him twice. We missed him twice, but he ended up flipping himself. And seems like we might take these guys back to the station.
Ryan? I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
All right. So we've got two birds in the hand here. We got to figure out which one of them gosh darn done it. We don't have like 100% guaranteed solid evidence yet.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys.
I agree.
Let's get to the station and close this case.
All right. Back to the Wilshire Police Station we go. Back to our new stomping grounds. Is your boy about to walk in and settle his first case like a gosh darn hero? I certainly hope so. I mean, at the end of the day, even if we got this part wrong, hey, at least we found a guy with an outstanding warrant from a completely different state. You know what I mean? Like that's already a good thing in our book. Well, let's see if we can get our second gold star of the day. The Wilshire Police Station. Here we go, dude. I'm excited. I always hate these though, because you got to pay attention to what each side is saying, and you've got to keep it clear. Looks like we're gonna be going to the right
I have 2
here.
suspects. Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Nice. Charging a suspect will close this case. All right. So we've got to bounce back and forth. We've got to, cross-reference their stories, try to keep everything straight. Let's review our clues so far. So we know that Matthew Ryan is the one that had all the anarchist books. So he's a bit of a crazy guy. He had a criminal record, right? What's his criminal record? His criminal record is contempt and assault. All right, so we've got that. Varley's criminal record is murder. We also know that what's his name? Clemens' statement said that Varley was getting kickbacks from the companies, which I feel like is our most solid evidence yet. So that pretty much, Varley was also the one that had the coils. So that pretty much covers it. All right. It still could be either of them. We got to keep our eyes
Save
and ears
yourself
open.
some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
How about your anarchist
This
paperwork?
is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
They've literally told us that you're pushing these books on everyone, bro. Like you've been made. Ryan's are anarchist pamphlets.
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. InstaHeat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
InstaHeat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them.
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
So he's trying to take him down from the inside.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
I mean, he has to be lying, right? But do we have any recovered from the Sawyer? Oh, who did the Sawyer? Ryan did the Steffens. Sawyer was Varley. Ease of pressure regulator tampering. Yeah, that would work. Yeah, he's saying that they would all know how to do that. If they work on them, they would know how to do it.
You know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Because we talked to your boss and the owner of the company. Who's that? Ivan Rasic? Yeah.
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay. So I know how it's done.
So why would you lie about
but
that?
What would be the point? You just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
So he's definitely lying there, but I don't think we have any proof against it. The only proof we have about the development fund is Clemens' statement, which was about Varley, not about him. So I think he's just lying.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Varley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
So I do think it was Varley after all.
History of violence.
I have no such thing.
You're lying. We know about your criminal record.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you going to prove that?
Because we did a background check on you, you idiot. What do you think we are? Ryan's criminal record.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
That's why he's mad.
Hephaestus water heater company.
He still hates Hephaestus because we aren't going to charge him yet. I don't think
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry you out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead. I think Ryan is our man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
Why would you think Ryan is the man? Where's interview room 2 is this way? Shoot, we got to get used to this new station. He, yet again, went along with both Clemens and Ryan's statements match up that Varley is the one that's been working with
We have Matthew
Elysian.
Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
So this is Reginald Varley.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
You're lying because you serviced their thing like 3 or 4
Why are you
years in a
lying,
row.
Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
How can you not remember if you're there regularly? You've been there regularly for a long time. Where is it? What am I looking for? Heater service by Varley. Yeah, Sawyer family heater. I was looking for Sawyer, but...
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though, because he still wouldn't sell.
So now he's admitting to working with them.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
You just told me that. And your friend both of your friends just told me that.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
You literally just said it in the sentence before. What are you talking about? Let's go with Matthew Ryan's statement. Testifies to Varley conspiring with Suburban Redevelopment.
Ryan says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. He'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money, but so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
Yeah, but all those people aren't blowing up homes.
Reversing the diaphragm of an InstaHeat Model 70 do.
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
He's looking down, so he's lying. I don't know. I don't know what we would choose, though. I don't know that we have any proof to attack him with. List of gas fitters. This never came to anything. Serviced by... I mean, we could prove that he was there. Regulator valve. Oh, the mosquito coils. But that... I mean, that has no connection to the thing. I need to use an intuition point to ask the community. Ooh, 75% say you need to accuse. Okay, we're gonna accuse him.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
I mean, I would say the closest thing is that you were the last one. You were the last one to touch it. But we've already used that. We've never used a piece of evidence twice. So should we go with the mosquito coils? Because that's definitely really sketchy. We've had mentioned that by like 3 different people in the episode. I think I'm going to go with that.
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Whoa, hang on. Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
Oh, come on, dude. That seems like a BS excuse. I'm charging you.
Reginald Varley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
All the evidence was pointing towards him. I hate this because you can't really, like, ever know for sure.
No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy?
What?
I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
I charged the wrong guy? No. Who would it have been then? Hold on, we got a 2-star on that. The case against Varley looks thin for a man facing 4 counts of murder. I'm appalled, dude. I felt like all of the evidence pointed at him. And he had a last minute thing. Oh, it was a B. Those were Matthew's things. He asked me to put them in my locker. He could have fit those in his locker if they were really his. I don't know how that ended up being wrong. That was, in terms of like stars, one of our worst cases that we've done. We also had quite a bit of vehicle damage, which I think attributed to losing some points as well. But interesting. All right, first case on the arson desk. I thought it was pretty good. Got a little war flashback here. Sneaking up on the enemy. Looking like something out of World War II or maybe COD 2020. Black Ops Cold War. So this is relating to the arson.
You're 2 blocks behind 1st and 2nd. We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We've a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Not the most popular guy. But yeah, dude, I mean, I to be honest, I really enjoyed that. I feel like the last few episodes on Vice started turning into shootouts, which were fun. Like, the shooting and stuff is good in this game. But at the same time, I felt like we really kind of got back to the basics. There weren't as many evident pieces to pick up on the ground and stuff. But, like, really paying attention to people and you know, trying to link things together, that's what makes this game great. And I feel like we're getting back to that. So I feel bad about charging the wrong guy. I'm still blown away by that. Was it Matthew or did we miss somebody? I have no clue. But I guess we're just going to have to keep pushing forward. If you made it all the way to the end, please do me a favor and drop a like on this video. Thank you so much for your support. And until next time, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next episode.